I love how we've all gotten incredibly desensitized to the insanity that is one Donald John Trump. I actually don't even know if John's his middle name. Is that his middle name? We can go Joseph. We can go John. We can go Jamiroquai. We can go Jamal. Donald Jamal Trump. So he's the thing that he's been saying for a while now, which again, it's amazing that every time he mentions it, people aren't like, what? Is how he wants to execute drug dealers. He says that in all of his rallies now. Like, yeah, we should execute drug dealers. This is a guy who freed Alice Johnson, a drug dealer. This is a guy who did the First Step Act, which was like the let's give people another chance. Let's believe in rehabilitation. Let's take the nonviolent offenders and be lenient with them. Now, he wants to use the full force of the government to ban communists, socialists, and lefties from coming to the country. Watch this.
Made them competitive. Today, I'm announcing a new plan to protect the integrity of our immigration system. Federal law prohibits the entry of communists and totalitarians into the United States. But my question is, what do we do with the ones that are already here that grew up in it?
That is not a thing, bro. What are you going to do? Give a literal political test to people when they're trying to come in the country? And if they come out left of center or far left, you're not allowed in the country? What if somebody comes here legally and they're a great citizen, family person, no criminal record, etc., but they answer questions. They're like, yeah, I support universal health care and I support higher wages, right? And I would want to democratize the workplace. You're going to say, banned? Not allowed because you disagree with them politically. These are the same people who always make a stink and a fuss about, we blame free speech and free discourse, and that means you exchange ideas in the open marketplace. And may the best ideas win, good sir. Yes. How many times have we heard this from right-wing commentators? The free marketplace of ideas is where you go and you figure out what's right and wrong, and that's how civil people do it. You don't resort to violence, you go to the free marketplace of ideas. And here he is saying, socialists, communists, people on the left, I want to ban them from coming to the country. And by the way, notice, there was no like, we're going to ban far-right people. We're going to ban Nazis. We're going to ban racists. We're going to ban fascists. There's none of that. None of that at all. All right, let's keep going. I actually want to hear it again.
Made them competitive. Today, I'm announcing a new plan to protect the integrity of our immigration system. Federal law prohibits the entry of communists and totalitarians into the United States. But my question is, what do we do with the ones that are already here that grew up in it?
I don't know, man. You want to round them up? You want to maybe put them in a camp? You can concentrate them in a camp. Maybe we'll call it a concentration camp. You want to do that? I don't know. I'm just asking, bro. Remember, they play so loose with the definition, too, that to them, 50% of the country are communists. Like, so they just be like, yeah, lock them up. He's not actually saying that. But look, it shows you the way they think. It's like, if you don't agree with me, I want to use the force of law against you. Meanwhile, any reasonable person on the left or otherwise would be like, yeah, if you disagree with me, you know what that means? We disagree. I want to win the political battle. I want to get the laws I prefer implemented. But if you happen to disagree with my politics, that's called being a human being. That's what that is. That's like, nobody has the exact same politics I have. And what am I going to nitpick everything and to kick this person out of the country because they don't believe exactly what I believe? That's effectively what he's doing here. This is the definition of authoritarian. It's hilarious because he's pretending like, we got to stop the authoritarians. No, this is authoritarian. Of course the president doesn't have the authority to do this. Duh. This is not the law.
I think we have to pass a new law for them.
Look, when I went into this clip, I thought he was just referring to immigrants coming to the country. I'm going to kick out the socialists, the communists, whatever. He literally just said, maybe we should do a new law for them. Look, this is why he's terrifying, the idea of him getting back in office, because you already know he's going to purge everybody in the federal government that isn't a complete and utter Trump ball coddler. You already know he's going to do that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And here he is basically bragging about it.
Law in Section 212F of the Immigration and Nationality Act, I will order my government to deny entry to all communists and all Marxists.
Just keep adding to the list, too. No communists, no Marxists, no socialists, no libertarian socialists, no market socialists, no... Soon as he gets to social democrat, I'm toast, dog. I'm toast. He probably already would consider me a communist, though, even though I'm not.
Those who come to and join our country must love our country. We want them to love our country. We don't want them when they want to destroy our country.
People can love the country and be on the left. The whole reason I try to improve the country and fix the country and make it better is because I love the country. I love it. That's why I do it. That's why most people do it. Do I hate certain aspects? Of course I do. Of course. Do I hate the Iraq War? Yes. Do I love the Civil Rights Act? Yes. And that's all as American as apple pie. That's all. Guys, just do. I'm not a big fan for this thought exercise most of the time, but just riddle me this for a second. Stop and think for a second. If Joe Biden gave a speech saying we're going to ban the far right in this country, we're going to ban them. If they try to organize politically, wrong. We're going to bust up your political organization. We're going to kick you out of the country. Or maybe arrest you, right? If Joe Biden, they would lose their minds for weeks straight. And you know what? They would be right. Because there is no argument to just ban political free expression. I mean, you guys know the Supreme Court case history on this. They even said a literal Nazi group was allowed to peacefully protest marching through a predominantly Jewish town. And here he is talking about banning communists and socialists. Again, if Biden said, I'm going to ban the far right, or I'm going to ban the fascists, they'd be like, number one, you can't do that. Number two, your definition of fascist is anybody on the right, so you just want to ban like 50% of the country. But Biden would never say that. The furthest Biden goes is like a factually accurate comment when he's like, look, the MAGA Republicans are extreme. And they wanted to overturn the last election. And they're a danger to democracy. That's all accurate. That's all accurate. And he's not saying ban them, put them in camps. Like, this is crazy what he's doing here. The fact that he did this. Is there nobody on his staff that's like, hey, sir, you might want to try being a little more normal? You know, it is the normal and correct thing to say that, like, hey, we should engage in discourse and dialogue and disagreement and debate and be civilized, normal adults. That's the right thing to do. He's gone way past that. It's like, let's lock up the people who disagree with me or kick them out of the country. Like, Jesus Christ. I know, look, our skin is so thick. We're so used to Trump insanity that, like, it doesn't really hit you. But guys, this is not okay. Like, do I really have to say that? This is not okay. This is not okay. Nowhere near okay.
We want to destroy your country. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I want to destroy the country by giving everybody health care and eliminating medical debt. And giving everybody free college, and eliminating student loan debt, and getting people higher wages, and getting people unions, and ending the wars, and taking all those trillions of dollars we spend on wars overseas, and rebuilding our infrastructure here at home to give us the #1 infrastructure in the world. And I want to give people more freedom in their personal life, in their private life, to do whatever they want as long as they're not hurting anybody else. Does that sound like I want to destroy the country, or like I want to make it based? You tell me. You tell me. Now, he would look at that and say, you want to destroy the country. Or, I want to fix it, but I disagree with you on how to fix it, because I know what your idea is of fixing the country. You want to build a wall, and you want to kick out all the immigrants, and you want to cut more taxes for the rich, and you want to deregulate, because capitalism is awesome. This is what you want to do. We disagree on how to fix it. Now, should I be kicked out? Certainly, if I was an immigrant, he'd say yes, and potentially even if you're just a citizen like myself, right? Unbelievable, this guy, man.
We're going to keep foreign Christian-hating communists, Marxists, and socialists out of America. We're keeping them out of America.
They would consider the founders Christian-hating. Why? Because they did separation of church and state. You can't establish a religion. The federal government cannot establish a religion. By their standards, that is Christian-hating. So you would, back in the day, you would have been kicking out Thomas Jefferson. That's what you would have been doing. God damn it, man. Again, this is super extreme. This is super extreme. It's really something.
A new plan to protect the integrity of our immigration system. Federal law prohibits the entry of communists and totalitarians into the United States.
Cheers. He got cheers for that.
But my question is, what do we do with the ones that are already here that grew up in it? I think we have to pass a new law for them.
Somebody scream, kick him out in the audience.
Using federal law in Section 212F of the Immigration and Nationality Act, I will
use this very obscure thing to become totally authoritarian. That's what I'm going to do, folks.
My government to deny entry to all communists and all Marxists.
Look, there really is no way to sugarcoat it. If you're even just slightly left of center, and you could be like a resistance liberal, like just a Democratic Party cheerleader, they hate you. They hate you. They even probably hate just regular centrists, not even center-left people. They hate you. They hate you. And they're full authoritarian, and they want to act on it. You just got to hope the guardrails of the system that currently exist are strong enough to withstand a full-court press of this madness. Because that's what it is. It's madness. It's not normal. Like I said, if Biden said something equivalent on the other side, everybody would be melting down for a week straight, and they'd be right to do it. But since it's Trump, like, we're literally the only people talking about it. Deeply broken country, kind of terrifying. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.